Welcome, 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 everybody. It's the second show of the day, and we are excited to introduce Lavern Deer to you, Dr. Lavern Deer to you. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but come on in, guys. I'm going to play a little bit of music so that you guys can come in and share as we always do. So let us go ahead and welcome back to the show, guys. Welcome back. I know it's a little bit different. Come on in, guys. Don't be scared. We are back again. We're back again. Let's go ahead and share this one. All right. Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome. Share to Facebook. Share to YouTube. Share to your WhatsApp group. Yep. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Get comfortable. Get your drinks. Get your snacks. Get comfortable. Got some good information to share with you today. And guess what? It's a free program we're going to talk about. You know we like free around here. Yes, indeed. Welcome, guys. Come on in. Get settled down. All right, guys, come on in. We're starting now. Tell a friend. All right, it's already 7:30, guys. Come on in. Let us know if you're here. Just drop me a little message so I know that you're here, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Where is everybody? Stop hiding, guys. Stop hiding. Come on in. All right. Okay. All right. Welcome back to the show, guys. This is MJ Live. It's another Thursday. We're here for the second show of the day. We do have, we had a show just prior to this with Tony Major, the fitness coach, and we had a really good time talking with him, helping us how to lose weight, but keeping it off in a holistic approach. But now we're going to speak with Dr. Lavern Deer. Dr. Lavern Deer, you know, before I wasn't able to call you doctor. You were still in the progress, but now it's Dr. Lavern Deer. How are you, dear?
I'm good. Thank you. And I just want to say, yes, the work that I've done in the community has earned me that title. So I keep working.
Wow.
Not for the title, but it was good to be recognized by the labor of my sweat, I should say, or the sweat of my brows.
Yes. And you look amazing, by the way. You look amazing.
Thank you. A lot of rest and exercise helps that too.
Welcome back to MJ Live. So
thank you.
I know you've been very, very busy. Can you just, well, before we get into it, let's just give a little background to who you are before we get into all of the different projects you're involved in right now.
So again, my name is Lavern Deer. Some call me Dr. Deer, some call me Lavern, some call me Vern. I answer to whichever, very easygoing, very humble. I do work for Broward County government. I've been with them now since 2010, actually.
Oh.
And I have started my own nonprofit charity called Female Development World Organization. Through that charity, we have done a lot of work. We were first Jamaica International Female Football Development when we first started to help the reggae girls. And then shortly after the girls got the help they needed, we rebranded and now focus on a holistic development approach that includes social development, health and wellness, athletics, and education. In the process of that, I have also founded, started the Caribbean Anti-Trafficking Committee, which is a committee that is commissioned by our very own CG, Oliver Mayer, and that is to provide assistance through awareness and outreach to assist those who may be traveling from Jamaica to any of the diaspora states that he is in charge of. Our goal is to raise awareness and to ensure that individuals are educated around these danger signs. So that's, and I also founded the Jamaica High School Alumni Sporting Network, and that is an alumni tournament that the city of Lauderhill, shout out to the city of Lauderhill, who's always supporting my initiatives.
Yes.
That is also a city of Lauderhill sponsored event, and that event will be held on Labor Day weekend. So yes, I stay busy.
Is that the first of that? Is that the first of that kind? The Lauderhill?
No. Will be, well, in Lauderhill, we've been there since 2010. The tournament has been in existence since 2010.
Oh, okay.
We broke for the pandemic. Of course, nothing was able to do anything, but we're starting back this year. So yes, we've been in existence doing this now since 2010.
Okay, excellent. Well, yeah, I don't know if you know that.
Netball tournament, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if you know that I'm actually a Lauderhill resident, so you know it's good to have you working alongside the city, and it's great that you're in there, you're in the city of Lauderhill doing a lot of things, as well as other cities, of course.
As well as right. So I don't want, as you say that, I'm from Miami Gardens, and I ran for mayor in 2019 for my city. Because, I've been in the city over 30 plus years, and the residents, everybody who's in Broward thought I live in Broward, and everyone who is in Dayton is in Broward. No one knew I lived in Miami Gardens.
That's funny. That's great, though, that you're so active in other cities. Yes. All right, so let's talk about the program that you're currently spearheading. Is that correct?
Yes. So the P.L.A.Y Program is a program that I've had now for a while, and it was geared around sports. However, as I started the work around human trafficking, I realized also that I need to do something to target the children, because as I'm learning as I was going into this initiative, right? Uh-huh. And through that work, our organization worked then with Senator Thurston, and I don't know if you remember House Rep Barrington Russell. So Barrington Russell was a House Rep, in 2018, and through our outreach of raising awareness around child sexual abuse, him and his aide attended, and they were so moved by the information that was shared, he went back to Tallahassee, and he now charged his aide to work with me. So then we started working on the human trafficking education in schools bills. So from there, of course, he lost his seat, but we continue with Rep. Patricia Williams and Senator Thurston. And through that hard work with Senator Thurston and Patricia Williams, and also with, we worked with Dade County School Board, Dr. Dorothy Bendros Mendengal, who also, from the bill that was in at that time, got her colleague within Miami-Dade County to put a policy in place to where they will also start teaching human trafficking education in schools. And that was unanimously passed. From that, they wrote to the school board, and the school board, along with Senator Thurston, now based on the human trafficking education in school bill that was in the House and the Senate at the time, they then went ahead and put a policy in place. So now Florida is the first state that is mandated to teach human trafficking education in schools through the effort and the work that we were doing since 2018.
Wow. So
Yes.
I know that in order to see real change, you have to go to the policymakers, right?
Yes.
You have to go to the top, and then it comes down. That's always been your mission
Yes.
from way back, because
Yes.
you had several policies that were in the works. And can you just talk about that real quick before we
So,
go into this one?
So, that's what we vote our elected officials in for, right?
Wow. Yeah.
We know that human trafficking, it's a huge problem. It's a multi-billion-dollar problem. And myself and all the other advocates out there, okay, because I'm not the only advocate who's advocating for this, we are constantly trying to do something. But in order to make it stick, you need legislation.
Right.
And you have to work with the legislators. In fact, the Blue campaign, DHS created a Blue campaign for awareness specifically to that. And one of their prevention goals was to work with local and state elected officials, because they saw that that's the main way to be able to put a dent in this problem.
Right.
So I felt good because we were already doing that.
Yes.
And see that by us taking that strategic approach, and then got the state of Florida now to become that model state to start teaching this in the schools, it gave us now the opportunity to go out into the communities, because we got the policy passed now, to go and start working with now our law enforcement to be able to reach the kids now on the ground. And that's how P.L.A.Y came about.
Nice segue. So talk about P.L.A.Y and what's happening in our city of Lauderhill. Is it happening? Is this the poster event? Talk about this.
Yes, so the P.L.A.Y program, in July of last year, the Broward Sheriff's Office, through their LETF, Law Enforcement Trust Fund, that they give out to charity organizations like myself, they were looking for programs that dealt with public safety. Oh. So when I saw that, and I knew we had, in 2019, we had just came off the bill, the victory of the bill, and because I wasn't sure where we were in the schools, I said, let me take a chance and see if I can write it specific to an age group, especially the age group that I know is targeted. Like, for example, statistics shows that the age that children are first trafficked is age 9. So that's why I start the program at age 8. So this way now we can start educating the children, because at the end of the day, the children are the victims. The children become the victims. Even when they become adults, they are the ones. So the best way for us to put a big dent into this problem is to go directly to the source and start educating the kids. So when I wrote the program around public safety, of course, one of the things that I touched on is there was an article that was published in the Miami Herald that talks about the estimated population of female child sexual abuse victims, because children who are trafficked, their number one statistics have shown their number one childhood trauma is child sexual abuse. So through my research, finding that a lot of the women who are incarcerated are victims of child sexual abuse. And then when you look at the dollar amount that is associated to that, for example, and the annual cost per Florida inmate is $17,338, and the estimated annual correction cost attributed to female child sexual abuse victim incarcerated crime for violent crime is $15.9 million. So people don't look at these traumatic effects that individuals are going through when they're in the prison system. And let's not talk about the substance abuse issue that we're dealing with and the mental health issues that we're dealing with. We tend to look at the what is in front of us now. We're not looking at, okay, let's look at the root cause. And the root cause of a lot of these expenses, the criminal justice system, is our children that are being traumatized from an earlier age.
Right.
So they're traumatized, and then they're now sending to the world to figure out how to make this life happen. And then now they find themselves either get caught up because of low self-esteem, or they're trying to find a way, so they end up being trafficked, or, you know, child sexual abuse. Those things continue to lead from one thing to the next. So then they turn to substance abuse to try to suppress all of that. So when this program, I saw this came out through BSO, wrap my head around how I can present this. And in fact, I was a little nervous. I wasn't sure that they would have accepted it, being that I specifically focus on human trafficking awareness and prevention. And sure enough, they accepted it, and they approved the funding. And of course, Broward County had to approve it as well. So that showed us that the law enforcement sector, they are seeing what's out there, right? The school board, they understand what is out there. The teachers, they know and understand what is out there. So now we need to reach the parents. So they can now understand that all of this we are seeing, and we want you now to start paying attention, because it is happening right here in our backyard.
Right.
So the goal of this program now is to reach children between the ages of 8 and 14 to educate them around the danger signs of human trafficking. So
you've already had one session of this on January 28th. How did that go? And talk about, so you have a full curriculum, right? You have a full curriculum. How long is, so it's lasting until from January till May, right?
Yes, from January till May.
What does the curriculum look like?
That first session, it was just mind blowing. I invite parents to stay, because I know this is something new to them as well.
Yes.
And you know, some people they don't like the word sex trafficking. You know, they don't like to hear certain words around their children. But I wanted them to come in and feel comfortable knowing that the educators that are doing the presentations are professional individuals. And the parents who stayed, they could not stop singing praise.
Wow.
They could not, they even now say they want to go out and see how they can also help to recruit, to bring their friends and family in, because it's just that important.
Wow.
And we're just fortunate that the city of Lauderhill, through our partnership with Kiwanis Club of Lauderhill and This Is Jamaica, we were able to get Veterans Park to host the event. Veterans Park is a beautiful facility. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So the kids have enough room, enough space. They just remodeled the room that we're using. So, and the food, we provide lunch. The food is delicious. So the 2 hours went by. So here's what we're also doing to keep the children engaged. They are given a book at the beginning. And the goal for them to do when they come in each session is to write down keywords. So we're leaving them with keywords. We're teaching them and we're leaving them with keywords. And at the end of the 5 week, that's their book to take with them. And we're going to be signing that. So it's going to be, they're going to be walking away with a book with the signature of their teacher, as well as what they have learned throughout the 5 weeks. So you're giving them knowledge, not just within the session now, but knowledge to take with them.
Good.
And they're also going to be taken to the big piece about this is, you know, after we've taught them, sit with them for so long, we're going to take them on a field trip to the Museum of Discovery and Science, which I feel that, you know, you have to expand a child's mind as they grow, so they can dream and then they can decipher, you know, what their parents teaches them. As we all know, the parents are not the only influence in a child's life. All the other things out there are also influencing their dreams and decision making as well.
Well, this is a great initiative, Lavern, Dr. Lavern, because, you know, we have to do everything in our power to save the children. And I know that this has been your dream ever since I've met you. Essentially, I've been at least one of your galas. Amazing gala. got a chance to meet the award-winning
Wade, Traegan Wade, Dwayne Wade,
Tregill Wade, the news anchor. What was his name?
Yes. Oh my God.
Calvin Hughes. Calvin Hughes, right? Calvin.
Yes.
Calvin Hughes. Amazing event. So I know that you're consistent in what you've been doing for years on this human trafficking, sex trafficking project. You have done very, very well with this, and this is a free program that's offered to the not just the residents of Lauderhill. It's available to anybody. It's just being held in Lauderhill.
Well, it's the funding is for Broward County residents. So the money that was allocated is to serve Broward County youth. For now, the fact that we got this program funded now, the goal is to go into the other counties and implement it across the entire state of Florida.
Awesome.
So, this now, yes, Lauderhill will be the historic inaugural
yeah.
city of the program. And we're happy that, again, the Commission of Lauderhill, thanks to Commissioner Denise Grant, that put it on the agenda a few Monday nights ago. So we were able to go and present it in front of the commission, and they all bought into it, and is already starting to share and to spread the word about the program. So we know it's a fantastic program.
Oh, yes.
That is out there for our children. And again, it is to serve Broward County youth. And I'm going to send you to the website. The goal here is to bring your parents. I'm going to talk specifically to you. Do you mind?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if you remember, there was a case recently where a young girl's body was found on the side of Alligator Alley. And that, as I was reading that article, you hear the parent, the grandparent, you hear the pain in the heart of the grandparent just by reading the article. And this was a young girl from Broward County, right? Right there within our city.
Right.
And who was struggling apparently on substance abuse. And it turns out, according to the grandmother, that she was trafficked at age 14.
Wow.
Age 14. She was, I believe, 20 years old when they found her body on Alligator Alley. So parent, I want to plead with you that this is not something that is happening overseas or somewhere else. It's happening right here in our county, right here in our backyard. In the recent Super Bowl that was held here within my very same city, several young ladies were recovered from trafficking behind the Super Bowl, right? Because we know sporting activities.
Oh, yes.
These type of activities. So we know that it's happening here. I know a lot of parents feel as though whatever the stigma is behind hearing the word sex trafficking, but it is not only just sex, the sexual piece of it. There's also labor trafficking. There's different forms of trafficking, and it doesn't only have to happen to your child. It could also happen to your niece or your.
Oops. It looks like we may have lost Lavern for a second.
Website.
Let's wait for that. Okay, here we go. We just lost you for about 20 seconds.
Oh, okay. Yes, I was sending the parents to our website, which is fdwo.org/play.
All right, I've just copied that into the chat right there.
fdwo.org/play. Register your child. In today's world where every child just about have a cell phone in their hands. When I first started this work and I'm doing these outreach, talking to people, I'm telling them, these individuals, they go in the park and they lure, they awake your children, they groom them, they spend how long, and they watch your child in the mall and the playground. But think about it. Every child have a phone in their hands now. Every child is on social media, and so are the perpetrators.
Wow. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
are the perpetrators.
So you got to be even more aggressive now than even before.
Yes. Yes.
So wow. So let's talk about this program one more time. The P.L.A.Y program. It's a free workshop, literally, right?
Yes.
It's the dates are February 25th, March 25th, April 22nd, and May 27th. So it's towards the end of. Is it like the last Saturday of the month or something?
The last Saturday of each month leading up to May, and it's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So cool. we have that's for 4 hours, and we have our instructors that are professionals within the school system, as well as one of our instructor is a former president of the UNA USA, who also have her own charity called Necessities for Children. So we recruit professional individuals who not are just professional, but the goal for me was to find individuals who are passionate about the cause just as much as I am, because that's important in the delivery, especially the fact that you're delivering it to such a young age group. So it had, we wanted to make sure that the content are age appropriate, and it sure is. The kids, they learn so much. They asked questions in the last session, and the parents didn't want to leave.
Wow. And it's a free program. It's from the age of 8 to 14, and parents are encouraged to come along, right?
Well, we invite the parents, yes, so they can stay in the classroom. Once we reach the 40, our full 40 students, though, if it becomes too crowded, then yes, we may have to then start asking the parents not to come back. Just leave your children.
Leave your children. At that point, they should be well comfortable with you anyway.
Be well comfortable, yes.
All right.
The goal is to get 40 kids to register in this program. And we do have to make sure that, we have to report our successes back to BSO. So this is not just something that they gave us the money and then we're just going to spend the $10,000. Yes, we got $10,000 to go out and educate your children. So we want your children to come because BSO saw the importance of this enough to fund it.
Excellent. Well, Lavern, I got to say, as always, you're amazing with all of the programs that you're doing for the community. This initiative is brilliant. I don't know why it hasn't been done before, but well done and congratulations on just serving the community. Congratulations on becoming Dr. Lavern as well. Any final words before we wrap up for today?
Yes, I couldn't have done this without our amazing partners. So I want to thank P.L.A.Y Chang and Debbie Banner. P.L.A.Y is the president of This is Jamaica, and Debbie is the president of Kiwanis Club of Lauderhill, as well as Verone McCain and Miss Jeanette Brooks and Sarah D. DeJabor. These are our instructors. And again, you can go on our website and you will find more information. But the next date is February 25th. And the closing date for registration is February 22nd. So parents, jump on over to the website now and be a part of history. This is history. Be a part of history with us.
This is the website again, fdwo.org/play.
Correct.
Dear, thank you so much for being an amazing guest on MJ Live, the Millissa Jayne Show. Again, I'm sure we're going to be talking in the next year or so with the next initiative.
Yes.
So, and I would.
Thank you for always supporting me, Millissa. You are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And big shout out to Debbie for really pulling my attention towards this as well. Debbie is amazing too. And I also big shout out to the Lauderhill Veteran Center. I actually had an event myself last year there, and I love it. It's just what they've done with it is amazing. So big shout out to Lauderhill.
We're also going to be touching on the environment. So we're not just doing human trafficking. We're also going to be touching on the environment and show how important it is, because a community that is full of blight breeds crime. So it's important for the kids to be aware and sensitive about their environment, as well as we're going to do some creative arts as well. So again, parents, I look forward to seeing you on February 25th.
Awesome. Lavern, have a wonderful evening. Take care. I will see you out there on the trails.
Yes.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. All right, guys, another amazing show. We had 2 amazing guests today, and we will be back on next week. If you're here and you're tuned in, please just drop a message so that I know that you're there. Just drop me a quick message so that I know that you're there. And it's been amazing today. We had 2 quick shows in the space of an hour. Typically, we might just have one, and that one may actually go on for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, like we did last week. And of course, I wanted to mention something about last week. We had a guest on the show last week. That was Greg Welch. He was a guy who was incarcerated and is free, and he's also helping other people to get free from incarceration. And we took down that video because we actually want to encourage you to go out and get the book. We basically gave the whole book in an interview. So I took it down, but go out and get the book. It's the Greg Welch story. I'll drop the link in the chats as well. Oh, big shout out to Dr. Robertson. We are wrapping up. We started early today, so we actually are wrapping up right now at 8. Typically we would start at 8, but we had to have the guests on early today because they had a different schedule. But go back and watch the show today. We had 2 interviews. They're 2 separate videos, so you'll see them on my YouTube channel. 2 separate videos. I hope you enjoy the videos today. You can watch them tonight. You can watch them over the weekend at your leisure. But for now, it's goodbye from me, and have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you again next time. I'm not sure if I'm doing a show next week because the Tuesday is Valentine's Day and I might go out. And then Thursday, I have a amazing networking opportunity to go to, which I'd like to go to that. All right, guys. Let us go back, play a little bit of music as I say good night. And I will see you on the next show. All right. Take care. Thanks to both of my guests today. Thanks to Dr. Lavern Deer. And thanks to Coach Tony Major, our fitness coach. I will see you next time on the Millissa Jayne Show.